Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another story time on this channel. Today, I'm going to get into a story time. This is going to be the story time of the worst job interview I have ever had in my entire life. I have never really had a bad job interview up till the point in when this story time happened. And I feel like I used to watch story times like this and like hear crazy stuff. I used to be like, wow, never thought it would be me though. But it most definitely was. So once upon a time, I was looking for a job and I started to apply to a lot of host positions, right? I applied to a certain restaurant that is nothing special at all. I'm from California, but no matter what state you're in, I bet they have it, right? I bet they have it. I'm just looking for a job, part time, whatever. I apply and I hear back to schedule an in person interview. I'm like, cool. So many of these interviews nowadays be like phone call first or Zoom first. So I'm excited to just get in there, like make a good impression. I'm also super nervous because, like I said, a lot of them are like phone or Zoom first. So I'm like, they're gonna be seeing my face. I rarely leave the house anyway. Like, gotta bring my A game, ready, right? So the day of the interview comes. Now, this day right here, not what the story time is about at all, okay? This interview was fine. I come in, I talk to this lady, she's super nice. She just asked me like basic questions like, do you have hobbies? What's your availability? Have you worked at a restaurant before? Yada, yada, yada. It's super quick. And she's like, okay, cool, cool. She takes down all my answers. We chat for a little bit. And she's like, could you come back tomorrow and speak with a different manager? And I'm like, sure, I'm free tomorrow. She's like, same time, same time. I'm like, cool, I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, that was really, really smooth and like a lot easier than I anticipated. It was more like a conversation. So I'm like, okay, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow rolls around, okay? Same time, same place. I show up. And one thing is I know BPT is very real, okay? But let me tell you, I'm never on BPT. I'm always early, no matter if it's like a friend date, an interview for work. I always leave with some time. So obviously for this job interview, both the first interview and this day that I'm about to tell you about, I'm there. I'm in the building at least like 10 minutes before it's supposed to start, like as I should, right? So I walk into the building and I see this lady and this man talking. I can't really like it seems like employee, but whatever. I kind of walk in and I'm kind of just standing there because it's like the middle of the day. Not everybody's really in the restaurant. And so they're chatting. I'm not trying to be rude and interrupt. So I just kind of wait for them to be done talking. But like they see me standing there. So the lady kind of just turns and she's like, hi, how can I help you? Like, kind of like a customer. I'm like, oh, hi, I'm actually here for an interview today. And she's like, oh, um, okay, okay. Like I'm in the middle of something right now, but you can have a seat and like I'll be right with you. And I'm like, okay, no problem, whatever. I have a seat in the waiting area. So the lady seemed kind of confused, like she wasn't expecting an interview. But off top, I thought like she seemed pretty like nice. She was like, oh, sorry, I'm in the middle of something, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? So I was just like, okay, cool. Mind you, it did kind of take a long time. Like while I was waiting for her, I was in the waiting area for quite some time. Like let's say the interview was supposed to be at 2, she probably didn't get to me till like 2:35. But it's cool. I was waiting patiently, whatever. And then after she's done talking to whoever she's talking to, they like went, I didn't see where they went. She comes over about half an hour or so later and she's like, hi, can you sit at this booth over here? Like, I'll be right with you. And I'm like, okay, cool, cool. And on the way to the booth, y'all, I'm still getting chill vibes. Like, okay, let me describe you. Like, it was like this white lady who was short, who had like some wavy hair. She had like some glittery makeup. Like it was giving chill. It was giving, that and her demeanor. And so I was just like, okay, I was like still nervous obviously for the interview, but I had the impression that I was going to be talking to someone who was like pretty nice and like apologetic for the delay. So I sit down, she's like, I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. She leaves. I'm I'm waiting for about another 10 minutes, right? And then she comes back. She comes back, and the vibes are still kind of like, okay, but it starts taking like a slight turn in attitude where she's just like, hi, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know I had an interview today. What's your name? I don't have any notes on you. They literally didn't tell me anything. So sorry, but go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself since I literally know nothing since nobody told me. Like it was giving like saying like stuff that was kind of like, what was that? Like it was giving passive aggressive. Like she would say stuff with a tone and then like big Karen smile after. And I was just like, whoa, all right. But anyway, I go on. I'm like, okay, cool. So basically, when I was here yesterday, she just asked basic questions about availability. I have worked at a restaurant before, but my last job was different. It was not restaurant work. I have about a year of experience in a restaurant job. I was a host. I packed to go orders, this and that. And yeah, so I'm just going on, giving the spiel about my background, my availability. I'm looking for part time, yada, yada, yada. And y'all, when I'm giving my spiel, like I feel like it's just giving like blank stare. Like it's giving like, and then when I end again, y'all, like the passive aggressive smile. Great. So and then she like asks another like it's like she looks like she wasn't feeling it, and then like I was just like, what is going on? So after I give my spiel while she's like staring into my soul, she starts giving me the breakdown of like, um, so we have a couple hosts. We schedule based on performance. Normally people start as a host, but the thing is to move up. The goal is to move up, yada yada yada. We have these hours, this and that. And then she also asked, like she listened a little bit about what I had to say, and she asked, well, how did you like the restaurant job? And I was like, um while I did like it, it was only stressful because the place I used to work at was like pretty understaffed. So it was a cool job. I was great at my job, but like the times that like I'm pretty sure she asked something too about like how I would work under pressure or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I like threw that in. Like, was stressful sometimes when it was only me or we were understaffed on a day. But, I always did my thing and made it happen, right? So y'all, she starts saying like similar questions like this, like, what could you bring to my team? What are some good, give me three good qualities, three characteristics? Like she's asking the basic interview questions and I'm answering. Like she's asking for three things or whatever. I'm telling her three things, and y'all, like every answer she was like so rude. It's like when she's listening, and then like I stop and then there's just like a silence, and she's basically like, that's it. And I'm like, yes, those are, you asked for three things, bitch. And I listed three things. Like, what's up? I didn't say that, but I wanted to. I would give her those answers. She'd be like, that's it. I would be like, yes, those are the three things. Those are the three qualities. Again, just like that's it. And then when I answer, great, okay. So, and y'all, this interview didn't just stop at passive aggressive, it became aggressive. Okay, I don't know, like fun chill lady is like who I walked into this interview thinking, and then like it definitely ended on some Karen vibes, y'all. She fixed her mouth to ask me, like typically people ask, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses? That's like appropriate ways to act, like ask if someone's a good worker or whatnot. She goes, if you were to be fired from here, what would be the reason?
You just said that you just said that you just
I'm not even hired though. Like, huh? So obviously, I'm so confused. Like, that is such an unprofessional question. And who asked that? So I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, if you were to work here, if you were to get hired, what would the potential reason be for me to fire you? I'm like, I don't have a reason. I couldn't think of one. I was like, at every job I've had, I've been a great worker. I've never had any complaints or anything like that. So I was like, I don't have a reason for you. Again, she's just looking at me like, okay, great. And her response, she want to say, okay, like, well, normally people are honest, like saying that they be late or something, but okay. What? And mind y'all, I'm a Scorpio. Like everything shows straight on my face. So I'm just like trying so hard to just like relax my face and just listen to this bullshit. Cause I'm like, girl, what do you mean normally people are honest? So now you call me a liar? Now you calling me a liar? Yeah, y'all, that was the worst one, but the interview literally just consisted of more stupid questions. Like she want to ask me something like, if you're having a bad day and you come into work, like are you going to like show your attitude and stuff to everybody else or keep it inside? Like girl, who in their right mind would be like, yeah, I would show it to everybody. I would keep it inside and I would put on a smile on my face, probably. But that, like, obviously, girl, who is gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come to work and give attitude to customers and everybody"? Like, girl, do you think I'm stupid? Like, she was giving Karen. I'm like, is this giving what I think it is? Or are you just rude to everybody else? Cause what, y'all? She was so weird, y'all. Like, I'm just trying this whole interview to remain calm through all these stupid, offensive questions and this passive aggressiveness. Girl, it ain't my fault. Nobody told you I was coming in for an interview today. Like, why are you taking it out? You asking, oh, if you're having a bad day or something happened, would you take it out on other people? You asking me that, you should be asking yourself that. Because, girl, that's what you're doing right now. It ain't my fault. Nobody told you I was coming like that.
Clock it. You waited till we left. Clock it. Snuck in here. Clock it. Went through our.
After all that, guys, at the end of the interview, she wants to say, well, thank you so much for coming. We don't really have a lot of space. I literally hired someone earlier today, so I don't know why they brought you in, but I will let you know if I have any availability. We'll be in contact. You hired someone earlier to basically this interview was for nothing. Girl, you ain't calling me back. You ain't gotta lie, you ain't calling me back.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Like, y'all, I was just like, okay, thank you. Whatever. End the interview. Went home and knew I wasn't getting a call back. Cause what was that? So yeah, guys, that was my worst job interview ever. Not because of me, because of this bitch. Yeah, job interview with a Karen. Like, and what got me, she had all this attitude and was trying to scare me. And I'm telling y'all, the restaurant this was for, it's a restaurant that literally probably every state has. Like, girl, it's not giving high end. She was really trying to scare me. Like, being a host is more just seating people down. I've literally been a host before, girl. No, it's not. Baby, especially not at this restaurant. Like, girl, what are you? Okay, okay. Yeah, guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys for listening to this ridiculous story time. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Tell me about your worst job interview, what you would have done. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much once again for letting me yap your ear off today. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.